Namaskar. Hello and welcome to PGurus channel. I'm your host Sree Iyer. Joining me today is Srikumar Kannan as we discuss the upcoming state assembly elections in Jharkhand. Will the BJP be able to pull off another surprise in Jharkhand? To know the numbers, to know the statistics, the lay of the ground, what are the things, what are the issues involved, all this and more with Srikumar Kannan ji. Srikumar ji, namaskar and welcome to PGurus channel. How are you?
Namaskar, sir. I'm fine. Ram Ram to you. How about you, sir?
I'm doing well, Srikumar. Thank you. Srikumar, Jharkhand, thank you to talk about. So set the stage for us. Jharkhand is not well understood or well known to many of us. So we would like to start from there and then over to you. You have your own best data-driven method. Over to you.
Good evening to you all. See, the Jharkhand is one of the state which was born in the year 2000 along with Uttarakhand and Chhattisgarh. So bifurcating Bihar. So this is one of the mineral-rich state. All of these things we already know. But what was the gentleman agreement during that time was when Bihar was bifurcated. The Bihar will be for the Samta party or the JDU at that time, and the Jharkhand will be for the BJP, so that they divided the Bihar in that fashion. So similarly, like the RJD and Jharkhand Mukti Morcha also, they don't want to clash with each other. So RJD will be for Bihar and Jharkhand Mukti Morcha will be for Jharkhand, and in both the states, the Congress will be playing the supporting role. So this is the broader understanding between the UPA parties on one hand and the NDA parties on the other hand. So coming to Jharkhand, it was in the year 2000 when Babulal Marandi was the first chief minister of Jharkhand. So he is a tribal and being born and brought up in a Sangh ideology. He was chosen as the first chief minister of Jharkhand. He was the minister of state in the 𝗣𝗽𝗲𝗄𝘳 government. So, but the JDU, along with the section of BJP during the factionalism, they adopted their usual way, and they replaced Babulal Marandi with a person called Arjun Munda. Arjun Munda is not a pedigree BJP leader. He is basically from Jharkhand Mukti Morcha who joined BJP later. So, because of that reason, Babulal Marandi got mixed up and he floated a new party called JVM, Jharkhand Vikas Morcha Prachar Tantrik. That is the full name, JVM, within bracket P. So, this was the earlier background of the Jharkhand. So, after the 2000, the first election was in the year 2005. So at that time, the BJP got more seats, but Arjun Munda became the CM. And later, we all know during that 2000 to 2005 to 2009 period, it was a very, very unstable government. So first, Shibu Soren was called in, then Arjun Munda proved majority, then his government was replaced, Madhu Koda came, all those things came in during that time. Later, 2009 to 2014 was a period where there was an absolute chaos in the results are concerned. Out of the total 81 seats, around 43 is required for, 42 is required for a majority. But for the problem is, the BJP got around 20 seats and JMM got 18 seats. So BJP plus JDU got 20 seats and JMM got 18 seats. And Congress got around 14 seats. So this was the confusing scenario. So BJP and Jharkhand Mukti Morcha, they formed a government. And that was also a 𝗖𝗎𝑑 government. It was in the year 2014 where the real BJP government which brought in with Raghubar Das as a chief minister, which provided stability. And later it was replaced by 2019 by Hemant Soren. He also brought stability. So it was a fairly stable government with a single party, with a coalition government. but relatively a single chief minister for a long time, except for a brief time of Champat Rai. So we can see the stability which ensured Jharkhand from the year 2014. And now we are going for 2024 elections, where the BJP has a fair chance to grab power from Jharkhand Mukti Morcha. This is from a lot of historic details which I will be discussing in the future one. Yes.
Thank you so much. Now let's first take a current situation, position of the various parties in Jharkhand, and that will probably start as a good starting point, and then we can move forward. I think BJP has projected or is about to project Babulal Marandi again. Is that true?
Yes, sir. Actually, Babulal Marandi, he will be projected as the chief minister, I believe, for a single reason, because Jharkhand, there are two leaders of BJP who left BJP. One was 𝗣𝙧𝙤𝘀𝘀, another was Babulal Marandi. They were the regional satraps in their own state, one in Karnataka, another one in Jharkhand. So they floated their own party. They became spoilers to BJP, but they couldn't form any of their own government. Because of that reason, the opposition became powerful. So they, because after a lot of discussions and negotiations, 𝗣𝙧𝙤𝙀 also came back to BJP, and now Babulal Marandi also merged his party with BJP. Now he is an opposition leader. So by all means, Babulal Marandi will be made the chief minister, and it is right. I should say it's a fair part of the BJP to project Babulal Marandi, because there was no justice made to him for his long struggle and association with the BJP. He was unceremoniously removed in the year 2002 or 3, and multiple times only Arjun Manda was given an opportunity. So going by the track record and his efforts, I think that, and his close association with Mr. Modi, because on the day of his merger, JVM's party with the BJP, Mr. Modi openly mentioned in a public meeting that he wanted Babulal Marandi to be with BJP, but he had his own compulsions. Because of that reason, he couldn't join. So finally, he was very happy to admit Babulal Marandi back to BJP. So that shows how much importance Mr. Modi had given to Babulal Marandi at that time. So I believe that Babulal Marandi will be made the chief minister if BJP NDA comes back to power.
Thank you so much. Now, together, like I said, what are the combined strengths of various coalitions, NDA versus Indi, assuming that JMM also is part of India? I don't know. I'm just hoping that maybe Sachinji can pick up the current strength of various parties in the Jharkhand Assembly. Would it help BJP, while that is being done, would it help BJP if they announce their chief ministerial phase early, as well as the candidate names early, so that those people have time to go and work on, especially the difficult constituencies? Remember, Jharkhand is sort of border to Bangladesh also, and a lot of infiltration, illegal, as a matter of fact, has taken place in Jharkhand too. So here is the relative strengths. We have Indi at 44, JMM at 25. No, I'm sorry. I take that back. Government is 44, JMM is 25, INC is 17, CPI-ML is 1. Can you scroll down, please? RJD is 1, and the opposition, BJP, is 25, AJSU is 3, Jharkhand Students, I think, our Jharkhand Students Union, JDU is 1, Independence is 1, nominated 1, and then there are 7 vacant. That's interesting. Why there are so many vacant? Okay, let's get back to the. So we have an idea. BJP is within striking distance. If you ask me, 30 to 42 is not that far. If they do well, good candidate selection, good campaigning. My thoughts. Over to you. What do you think?
No, actually, I think Sachinji has brought in the current strength of the Jharkhand Assembly. That is why you will find the vacancies. Now I have the list of the people who have been elected. I am taking you to Jharkhand elections results as per 2019. So as per that, BJP got 25 out of the total 81. JMM and Congress, they were in alliance. So JMM got 30 seats and Congress got 16 seats. So total combined strength was around 46 seats. So they were easily they formed the government. RJD has got 1, Communist has got 1, and Independents have got 2. These were the supporting parties, we can say. But all Jharkhand Students Union, they got seats, and 3 seats by Jharkhand Vikas Morcha, Babulal Marandi's party. So, if I take you to 2019 elections, what all went wrong with BJP? Number 1, Raghubar Das, who was a OBC, first OBC Chief Minister of Jharkhand, was quite unpopular among the people. Though we may not say that all OBC leaders or some people are quite popular or unpopular. There are some exceptions. Take for example Chhattisgarh. In Chhattisgarh, though it had a sizable tribal population, Raman Singh was able to lead the state for consecutive 3 terms. For 15 years he was the chief minister, but he was a non-tribal. Whereas Raghubar Das, though being OBC, he couldn't sustain the state for long. He himself lost to Saryu Rai in Jamshedpur seat. As a result, he was made a governor now for the state of Odisha. And that's the right place what he deserves, I believe. And that is the first point. Raghubar Das was relatively a weak chief minister. Number 2, Babulal Marandi, he had around 8 to 9% of votes. So on the year 2010, he got around 10% of votes. In the year 2014 also he got around 10% of votes, and in the year 2019 he got around 6% of votes. So 6% of votes he is directly cutting from the BJP side. So though he got around only 3 seats, but the number of votes he cut during 2019 election was around 6% votes. That is number 2. Number 3, there was a palpable anti-incumbency against the BJP government, and the direct beneficiary of that was Jharkhand Mukti Morcha and Congress. And Hemant Soren, he rightly stepped into the shoes of Shibu Soren, who still the people believe that he has the legacy of the Jharkhand Mukti Morcha, that agitation, and he is the right person to succeed Mr. Shibu Soren. And there are very few regional families, we can say, which got, though we can say from Kashmir to Kanyakumari, so many regional families, they got that legacy or family politics. Only a very few family got sustained to it, if not for long. For example, Badals are now struggling. Badals cannot continue that same legacy. We can say even Uddhav Thackeray is struggling. He cannot continue that legacy. We cannot say about, but even say for example Kumaraswamy. He couldn't continue in the same way what 𝗣𝗚𝗍𝙗 used to do, that politics. So some people are struggling and some people are. But Hemant Soren, we should say, he has taken the Jharkhand Mukti Morcha into new heights. I am comparing the vote share of Jharkhand Mukti Morcha from 14% to around 18 to 20% he has taken. And for seats is concerned, it was 17 seats in 2005. It was 18 to 19 in the next set of elections, and to 30 seats in 2019. That means he has taken the Jharkhand Mukti Morcha to new heights. So these were the advantages of 2019 for the opposition and the fall of BJP. What is working for the BJP? Number 1, Babulal Marandi is back, and he is back with the same synergy, and he was welcomed with the same flavor where he was earlier, and he has taken out a yatra for a change, even during the Lok Sabha elections are concerned. So he is bringing in a set of around 25 to 30% of combined votes for Jharkhand. Second, in 2019, BJP it ignored all the allies. Say, for example, all Jharkhand Students Union, which is always we ignore them. If I see the elections, they always win 2 to 5 seats in elections are concerned. So, so that alliance was broken in the year 2019. Now they are going for an alliance. That is number 2. Number 3, BJP sensed the issue that we need a change of government. So they started the preparation early. A seasoned politician like Shivraj Singh Chauhan was made observer of Jharkhand state, and he started the work much before. And an alliance also worked out. Out of the total 81 seats, AJSU will be given about 6 seats, or somebody says it's around 8 seats. 2 seats for JDU and 1 seat for LJP. So around maximum around 11 seats will be given for alliance parties, and 70 seats for the BJP. That is the broader understanding. Out of the 2 JDU seats, 1 seat will be for Saryu Rai in Jamshedpur, whom myself and even Sree Iyerji have high regards. So Saryu Rai will be contesting on a JDU
I've met him a couple of times. I met him a couple of times. A very good friend of mine. Very, very, very astute. Very astute. I met him after he had defeated Raghuveer Das. So go ahead. Please go ahead.
Yeah. So this time Saryu Rai will be contesting on a JDU ticket, and the BJP will be supporting him, and in the same seat, Jamshedpur seat. So I think with all these combined efforts, I think BJP is leaving no stones unturned for preparation for Jharkhand election is concerned.
And I think that Saryu Rai deserves his rightful place in Indian elections, Indian polity, because he's the reason why Lalu Prasad Yadav went to jail on that fodder scam. He was the one unrelenting, getting all the data in. He has done a lot of work. That was unified Bihar, by the way. And now, poor guy didn't even get the seat to contest in 2019 on a BJP ticket because Raghuveer Das wanted to clip his wings, and Saryu Rai had to prove that he cannot be brushed aside by standing as an independent, defeating Raghuveer Das. BJP also got defeated. The whole thing is it left a very bad taste in people's mouth. Saryu Rai is a very respected leader in Jharkhand. And this was unnecessary. This was unnecessary. Somebody's ego playing tricks. And I'm hoping, see, even now, after that, he joined BJP for some time, but I guess looks like he was ignored there. Now he has moved on to JDU. And I feel like sometimes good leaders should be recognized and should be encouraged. Anyway, let's hope that this message falls under the right ears, because Saryu Rai can make a huge difference. If you want honesty, integrity in the government, you need people like Saryu Rai in important positions, especially in a sensitive state such as Jharkhand. If you have any final comments, go ahead and do that. Then we can take some questions now.
Yes, actually, I wanted to add some more points. Now, I am taking you to the Lok Sabha elections, in the recently concluded Lok Sabha elections. So, 14 seats were there. 14 seats are there for Jharkhand, and out of which BJP got BJP got around 8 seats plus 1 seat for AJSU. So totally 9 seats for the alliance and 5 seats for the opposition. That is 3 for JMM and 2 for Congress. If we extrapolate into assembly, like what we did for Haryana, now in that case BJP gets around 47 plus AJSU 5, totally 52 seats for BJP alliance and 29 seats for Jharkhand Mukti Morcha and Congress alliance. Hypothetically, though it is not right to extrapolate in Lok Sabha with assembly, but if we consider that BJP as a part of anti-incumbency, it should get a state back. BJP now considering this fact, it is in a fairly safe position. If we see in Haryana, it was a very, very sticky wicket because it had a double anti-incumbency against them, but still BJP managed it. In Jharkhand, the advantage is, number one is the BJP has got its leader back and has got its CM back candidate. Second is the alliance is in place. Third, that persons like 𝗣𝗬𝗼𝗂𝘁𝗍𝗏, they were made governors and they were made to have a safe political exit, I should say. And there is a lot of corruption charges against JMM government. Somebody can argue that there is a sympathy factor working in favor of Hemant Soren, and he is also releasing some doles for the people. But still, I believe that this time the people of Jharkhand wants to have a change, and even there is a sentiment that they want to have a tribal chief minister. Then Babulal Marandi also fits into that prescription, that he himself is a strong tribal face of the BJP. And with the help, I think this time also, I hear, whether it's an unconfirmed news, that the RSS is also giving a helping hand, like they did in Haryana. So we can see another Chhattisgarh type of synergy between the BJP and the RSS, and Vanvasi Kalyan Ashram is also working there. So in that scenario, we can safely assume that the current situation favors BJP.
Thank you so much, Srikumar. And now let's take a few questions from our viewers. Rakesh Purohit wants to know, will projecting a CM face in Jharkhand benefit the BJP?
Yes, I do believe, because during the year 2019 was a period where there is no chief minister was projected. And it was actually Prime Minister Modi and Amit Shah's choice that they can prop up the chief minister whom they want. So they selected 𝗣𝗬𝗼𝗍𝗏 because they wanted to bring in OBC in a tribal state, so that they wanted to do a new experiment. But it was not working in a state like Jharkhand. So it will be fair to project a CM face, and if it is Babulal Marandi, then it will be relatively more chance for having a very good majority for the BJP.
Shenbagamuttu Rahul wants to know, does state BJP of all states have good relations with the RSS of that state?
No, actually, RSS generally don't get themselves involved in the state politics. If at all, there could be some candidates of RSS choice. Maybe they have the Sangh background. A few people may be here and there accommodated. That is the usual style. But in Haryana, we have seen that the RSS have taken the ultimate charge of campaign. They actually decided that style of campaigning, the posters has to be put, the issues has to be raised, and the candidate selection. Almost everything has been decided with a more recommendation from the RSS. So if you ask me the right question, it all depends upon the central BJP. If they want the state BJP to have to hand over everything with the RSS, then they will be doing, because the BJP RSS has a unique style of functioning. Usually RSS stays away from any of the electioneering, and if they were given the responsibility, then we can assume the precision work and the commitment what they used to provide, and that was visible in the Haryana elections, which almost everyone wrote the BJP off from the election scenario, but the BJP made it through because of the RSS support.
Thank you so much. And I think we have one more question. Deepak KR wants to know, BJP needs to implement NRC in Jharkhand. It missed when it was in power the last time around.
Yeah, but the NRC, whether it will be brought in, we have to wait and see. But Shivraj Singh Chauhan has mentioned that the NRC will be brought in. The tribal population in Jharkhand needs to be safeguarded because that is one state where there is a lot of encroachment of their culture, their land, their their religious beliefs is all happening in the state of Jharkhand, and there is a strong resistance also. Same was happening in Chhattisgarh, and here the only difference is in Chhattisgarh it was having a Congress government. Here it is relatively with a state party, that is a Jharkhand Mukti Morcha. But if we can assume that the Jharkhand Mukti Morcha, it will be if it falls during the current elections, I think the future of the Jharkhand Mukti Morcha will be relatively bleak, like that of Assam Gana Parishad. It's very too early to call, but I am calling the shots because I am making a brave prediction. The Jharkhand Mukti Morcha will be meeting the same situation like that of Assam Gana Parishad in the future, especially after the 2024 Lok Sabha, so 2024 Jharkhand Assembly elections.
Uday Tank wants to know, last time you had an astrologer in your show and he said BJP will lose all 4 states, but Haryana reversed the prediction. So will the BJP reverse that trend here too? Well, Uday, I had Pratosh come on the 8th of October to explain what went wrong in his analysis, and he said that he is actually doing work on that. He might come back and explain to us what went wrong in his analysis, and we still we will be in touch. We will be coming out with this program. See, astrology is not an exact science. Some assumptions, if they are made in a way that can change the result, it's possible. Who has not failed? Many times we've had others also fail. Look, these are all our cherished wisdom. My belief is your birthday, your birth chart, if you know exactly to the minute the date of birth, place of birth, time of birth, then your kundali will be very, very accurate. This is my belief. I'm not going to hold anybody's hand to it. This is what I have seen, because I've seen it with many people. So this is my take. In fact, Nadi Jyotisyam, if you get the correct match, it's even more accurate. But that correct match, I have to always underline it. There is a process. You have to have the match. Agastya wrote for everybody, and not. But then some of these things were lost because the British didn't see them as valuable. Whatever is available, as they were going to throw it away or burn it, people went and bid for it at an auction and got it. And that is how this Nadi astrology is surviving, especially in and around the temple of 𝗣𝗚𝙗𝘗 in Tamil Nadu. That's the main place where you'll find a lot of Nadi Jyotisyars. Now, of course, online they are available. I've also given you some contacts in the past. Just my 2 cents, okay? Don't take my word for it. So these are all things that we need to cherish, because if we don't promote them, they're all in need of sustenance. And they know the knowledge. They have the knowledge. Sustenance is what is needed. Thank you once again, Srikumar. We'll be back again next Sunday in English and next Wednesday in Hindi with him. Namaskar.
Namaskar. Thank you. Jai Hind.